Okay, so in the last class we were discussing about the types of solids, crystalline. After studying crystalline and amorphous, the types of crystalline solids we were discussed different types like ionic solids, covalent or network, metallic and molecular. Along with that, we also discussed the different examples and what are the characteristic properties of the subtypes of molecular like. This one non-polar, polar, as well as hydrogen bonding, and what are the constituent particles and how they are linked with each other, and their characteristics. Everything we discussed, and some terminologies also we discussed, that is about crystal lattices and unit cell. Crystal lattice and the unit cell are the two important concepts that we can see in the crystalline solids. Crystal lattice is a part here we can see if it is a solid which has three-dimensionally arranged, and these sites are called the lattice sites where the constituent particles are arranged. So this is a small diagram of a cube where you can see at the edge end points the particles are located, and these are called the lattice site or lattice point. So we can define the lattice point or site as a place where the constituent particles are exactly located. And this is the line what we can see here. It may be a bond which links between these two particles, and this line creates the whole geometry of the crystal or the solid. Those lines will help us to create the crystal lattice, and when these repeatedly arranged in a space create the whole crystal lattice. The constituent particles when arranged three-dimensionally in the space creates the crystal lattice. Okay, and the unit cell, if we take in this crystal lattice, whole crystal lattice, if we go for a small part of this, if we take out this, I will expand the diagram of this part, then this would be like this. Again, it will be like a small cube. As in the last class I had taken an example of wall. If you consider wall as a crystal lattice, and the small brick which is a unit part of wall is considered as a unit cell. Okay, now this smallest part of the crystal lattice which is three-dimensionally arranged to create a whole crystal lattice. Okay, so the diagram I'll show you just a minute. So these are the definitions of crystal lattice and the unit cell. As I said, unit cell is a very important part that we will see in many concepts. Now onwards, in many concepts, this word is going to be repeated for you people. So just a minute. I'll show you the diagram of that crystal lattice, and you can better understand with that diagram. Yeah, crystal lattices and the unit cell. Here you can see the crystal lattice and the unit cells. Right side representation of space lattice and unit cell. They have marked left side, left bottom. You can see the part of the crystal lattices has been marked, and that is expanded in the diagram itself. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಅದರ expansion ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದು unit cell representation of the dimensions. A unit cell is characterized by its dimensions along the three edges A, B and C. They can be marked as A, B and C. Here you can see the lines are marked as A, B and C. Those represents the dimensions, or we can see the edges or the sides of the cube, where this side has been connected by the two particles which are nothing but the lattice sides, which are located at the lattice sides. ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಆ ಎರಡು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಲೈನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ ಎಡ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಎ, ಬಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. And in between these two sides, like for example, between B and C there is an angle marked as alpha, that is also a different dimension which comes under unit cell. A ಮತ್ತೆ B ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹದ್ದು gamma and A and between C is beta. Alpha, beta and gamma are the angles which comes between two edges or two sides, and it is need not to be always 90 degree. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಬೀಟಾ ಗಾಮಾ ಆಂಗಲ್ಗಳು 90ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ಸ್. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸಸ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಯು ಲೇಟರ್. Okay, so here is the lattice point which I shown you already, that is the edge point where the constituent particles are located, that is called lattice point. And this will create, by arranging these lattice points at the edges by connecting with the lines, the unit cell smallest part will be created, unit cell. And if the smallest part get repeatedly arranged, then it creates a whole structure. In the diagrams you can clearly able to see the arrangement. Unit cell is like a brick. When it is arranged in one dimensional and those type of layers are arranged, give translation along x-axis, then again the z-axis, x, y and z. So all the axis ಅಲ್ಲಿ dimensionally 3-dimensional arrange ಆದಾಗ ಒಂದು crystal lattice ಅನ್ನೋದು create ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So by these diagrams you can better understand what is unit cell, what is lattice site and the crystal lattice. I hope you understood about this. Okay. Yes. So now we will see about the Brevis lattices. Yes. Now I'll take up the unit cells, that is types of unit cells. As I said students, unit cell is an important part. ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ನಿಮಗೆ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು 1 ಮಾರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. And the types also very important. Okay, so as I said, unit cell, what is the unit cell? Unit cell is a smallest portion or part of a crystal lattice which generates the entire crystal structure when repeated in all the 3 directions. That is called as unit cells. And we have 2 major types of unit cell, that is primitive unit cell and we also have centered unit cell. Okay, these are the 2 main types of the unit cell, and it is again subdivided into 2 more types. I'll tell you. Primitive unit cell means the unit cell in which the constituent particles are present only at the corner position of the unit cell. That means, see, this is a unit cell. The constituent particles are present only at the edges, but not at the center of the body or center of the face, anywhere else inside the unit cell. Only corner alli matra nimge unit cell galu available irutte. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ತರ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಪ್ರಿಮಿಟಿವ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಪ್ರಿಮಿಟಿವ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Okay, whereas centered unit cell, a unit cell that contains 1 or more particles present at positions other than the corners. Centered unit cell ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ದೇನೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫೇಸ್, ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್, ಎಡ್ಜ್, ಆ ರೀತಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಕೂಡ ಅದರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫೇಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ತರದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಆರ್ ಆಫ್ 3 types. Okay, these are of 3 types. ಯಾವ್ದು ಅದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, first one is body centered unit cell, and we have face centered unit cell, and also we have end centered unit cell. Okay, so body centered unit cell, in the abbreviated form it is called BCC, FCC for face centered, and ECC for end centered unit cell. So these are the 3 subtypes which comes under centered unit cell. So let us see how the structure and number of particles will be. First I will take up with the simple cube or simple unit cell, or it is also called as primitive unit cell. So let us count how many lattice points are present in these type of structures. Okay, can anybody tell me how many lattice sites are there in the simple cube now? The diagram what you can see on the screen, how many lattice sites we have? These are called the lattice sites where you can see the constituent particles. This is lattice site, okay? Likewise, how many lattice points we have? How many particles are there in simple cube? That is number of constituent particles. How many you can see? ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್? ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ ಸೈಟ್ಗಳಿದೆ ಈ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಸ್, ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್? Okay, so there are 8 lattice points. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top, 5, 6, 7, 8, and remaining 4 at the bottom. So total 8 lattice sites are there. So each lattice site representing each constituent particle. Therefore, number of constituent particles in simple cube is 8. Okay, so let us see in the second type. This is the first type, that is primitive unit cell. Second is centered. And in centered we have 3 subtypes. First one is body centered cubic unit cell, which is called as BCC. The structure will be like this. Eight at the corner and 1 at the body, center of the body. Exactly at the middle of the unit cell, one particle will be present. So here how many lattice sites are there? 8 as usual at the corner plus 1. Therefore, number of particles or constituent particles or lattice sites in BCC is equal to 8 plus 1, that is equal to 9. Whereas in case of FCC, that is face centered cubic unit cell, as usual 8 at the corner. ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್ some more elements or the particles will be located at the center of the face here. So how many faces we have in a cube? 1, this is 1 top, 2 left side, 3 at the bottom, 4 at the right side, and 5 at the back side of the unit cell, and 6 at the center, front side. Therefore, you can, if you are sitting in a room, you can see the walls of your room. There are 4 walls which is covered, and roof you have, and 1 floor, right? So how many faces, how many walls we have? 6. Okay, 4 4 ಗೋಡೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ top and the floor. Totally it is 6. So 8 particles as usual. Therefore, how many lattice sites here in the FCC? Lattice point is equal to 8 plus 6 at each center of the wall or center of the face. ಆ ಒಂದು ವಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲೊಕೇಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ತರ ಎಷ್ಟು ವಾಲ್ಗಳಿದೆ? 6, including roof and the floor. Okay, so 6 plus 8, that is 14. There are 14 lattice sites in FCC. And the third one, that is ECC, end centered unit cell. Okay, here also as usual corner ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 8 lattice sites ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕಾಮನ್, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ BCC, FCC and even in ECC. lattice point corner ಅಲ್ಲಿ 8 ಕಾಮನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. End centered means any two opposite sides you can select, either your front side wall and back side, or else left, right, or else roof and the floor of your room. You can imagine. Okay, I am taking this top one and the bottom one. Just like roof and floor, I have selected two particles at the center of the side. Any end, any two ends you can select, oppositely facing ends. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ನ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So how many particles? 8 at the corners as usual plus 2. Therefore, how many lattice points in the end centered cubic unit cell? 10. Okay, so this is how you can structurally represent the sites or the lattice points in the unit cell, as well as you can understand where exactly the particles are located inside the unit cell other than the lattice sites at the corner of the unit cell. So this is the classification, detailed classification of unit cell into two types, primitive and centered. As in centered, as I said, centered only we have three types: BCC, FCC and ECC. So now we will move on with the important topic of this one. For 2 marks, it is very important. Okay, so that is calculating the number of particles per unit cell in the unit different types of unit cells. Okay. Number of particles of unit cell. So what does it mean? Idu ಏನು calculation ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, now you understood that how many particles are present in the each unit cell. So now we have to think. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ as I said, ಒಂದು ವಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ವಾಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾನೀಗ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. So in the wall, many bricks are there, many units are there in the crystal lattice. Now this whole wall is a crystal lattice, right? So idralli ee part enide shaded part, this is called as unit cell. Ee unit cell alli corner alli ಒಂದು particle ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, ಈ particle corner ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, does the whole part of the particle belongs to the same unit cell, or some part is also shared by other unit cells? ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಳು ಅದನ್ನ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅದರ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ 4 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಭಾಗ ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗೆ ಸೇರಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ. Another unit cell is also there, which is present beside the unit cell, and above the unit cell are going to share that particle. Okay, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೀಗ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So you can imagine, I hope you understood what I am telling, what exactly I am telling. Okay, so first we will take up with the calculation of number of particles per unit cell in primitive unit cell. Okay, so here the crystal lattice is made up of a very large number of unit cells, as I said. As ಒಂದು ವಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಬ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೋ ಆ ತರ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ. And every lattice point is occupied by one constituent particle, right? That may be an atom, molecule, or an ion. We shall consider 3 types of cubic unit cells, and the number of particles of unit cell can be calculated by considering few points. Which are those points? A particle at the corner is shared by 8 neighboring unit cells. As I said in the previous diagram, you can see here. Nodi illide The particles at the center of the corner of the unit cell is shared by 8. 4 you can easily see. This is 1, 2, 3 and 4. ಇದೇ ತರದ 4 ಅದರ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Since it is 3-dimensional. Only one side you can see, other side you have to imagine, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 I have marked. ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಈ 4 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಇರೋ 4 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗೆ ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಭಾಗ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 8. ಆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನ 8 ಭಾಗಗಳಾಗಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 8 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಳು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮೀ. ಓಕೆ, and a particle at the center of the face is shared by 2 neighboring unit cells. That I'll tell you while discussing about the centered. So first we will finish with the primitive. Okay, so here the calculation of number of particles per unit cell in primitive unit cell or the simple cube. Okay, so this can be number of particles per unit cell can be represented with the letter Z. That means Z value of a simple cube we are calculating now. Okay, so this is very important for 2 mark students. Again I am telling, please concentrate. So in this unit cell there are 8 atoms at the 8 corners. Alva, simple cube alli. Again I am drawing the diagram. You can understand it better. Okay, so in this unit cell there are 8 atoms or constituent particles at 8 corners. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಆಟಮ್, ಆ ಥರ 8 ಆಟಮ್ಗಳು 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ 1/8 of each such particle belongs to the particular unit cell. Okay, so each unit cell will get 1/8 part of the constituent particle, right? Therefore Z value, that is nothing but number of particles per unit cell. Z value is equal to 8. ಎಷ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇದೆ? 8 ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 ಇಂಟು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 1/8. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ 8 ones are 8. 1 into 1 1. Therefore the number of particles per unit cell in the simple cube or primitive unit cell is equal to 1. Okay, so these are the points that you have to include in your answer sheet if the question is asked like this. Okay, next, so next we will take up the centered unit cell. Second one, calculation of number of particles per unit cell, nothing but Z, in BCC, body centered unit cell. I'll draw a small diagram. Of BCC, where you can see centrally the particle, one more extra particle will be there. So how many lattice points are there? Total 9. Okay, here we have calculated here, right? So illide nodi 9 anta ide. 8 at the corners and 1 at the center of the body. So here number of constituent particles at each corner is equal to 8, and the contribution of particle to the unit cell is only 1 by 8th part. Okay, so therefore, and one particle at the center of the body which belongs entirely to the particular unit cell. Okay, one particle at the center of the body entirely belongs to the ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್, ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಅದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ನಮಗೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Here Z is equal to, now how many particles at the corner? 8. So how many part of constituent particle will get 1 by 8th part? This is one set. And one particle at the center which is wholly belong to the unit cell. ಅದರ ಯಾವುದೇ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. Therefore ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್, ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್, ಈ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರೋದು ಪೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1, 8 1 8 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 1 into 1 1 plus this whole 1, total 2. Therefore BCC, Z value in BCC is 2. Okay, then so now we have a third